No, I already told you. He's not for trade. No, we're not trading Bryce Harper. Well, you know what? You can kiss my natural-born white... oh! I'm gonna have to call you back. Hi! Didn't see you there. Good evening and welcome to episode 2 of the baseball show, because... schedules. Today I have a cup. Today's topic is not news or anything. Today I thought I'd show you how to pitch. Why not, right? As you all know, I'm a huge baseball guy, as I've already said in the premiere episode. But no one really knows my favorite position. My favorite position is pitcher. It is my favorite position to play. It is my preferred pitch. So, there are many things to note when learning how to pitch. Number 1, you're going to need a ball. If you don't have a ball, you're throwing at air, and I guarantee you, you're not going to have a lot of fun throwing with air, okay? Note number 2, I am right-handed. I throw from the right side, because I throw with my right hand. Now there are some people who might come to you, and they might say, I'm a lefty, and that's great. That's it. Lefties are no better, no worse than righties. Okay, let me tell you, there are some bad pitchers, but there are some really great pitchers. Okay, some of the greatest pitchers of all time are left-handed. You know, I had Randy Johnson, big unit, 6 foot 11 inches, threw 103 miles an hour on his fastball. Okay? Some of the best right-handers of all time, Mariano Rivera threw the best cutter of all time, and he was the first unanimous Hall of Famer voted into Cooperstown in 2019. So just to show you that anyone can pitch if you learn how to, no matter which side you throw from. Now, when pitching, you need a glove. Got my Rawlings glove here. Rawlings. High quality gloves, folks. High quality gloves. They will help you with all of your pitching needs. Now, you got your glove. Yay. Now what you're going to want to do with your glove, you're going to want to get a battery mate. You're going to want to get a catcher. I don't recommend just throwing at nothing. If you can't find a catcher, because A, your friends don't play catcher, or B, you can't find your friends. Who knows what they're doing, whatever. Probably having fun without you. You're going to want to get, you can usually find these on the internet, or maybe at a sporting goods store, stands. You can find a little strike zone stand that you can put up, and you put your strike zone on top of it, and you can throw to that, and you can kind of get the gist of what the strike zone is going to look like. Now, again, the strike zone is based on average height, and body length. So, for instance, I'm 6 foot, so my strike zone is from my elbow, like if I was standing straight up, from my elbow to my knees. The very middle of your kneecap to your elbow. That is the strike zone. Okay? And that's where pitchers are going to sometimes throw. Now, sometimes pitchers will throw intentionally out of the zone. Most pitches you see like that are usually elevated fastballs if a player is looking upstairs. Or they can sometimes be breaking balls. They'll throw curve balls very much outside of the zone. Sometimes they'll throw the slider outside of the zone. And that's just to get batters to, change their eye level, change where they're looking, because they see the fastball coming at them, right? And you're like, ooh, fastball, yeah, I'm going to drill this for a dinger. And all of a sudden, whoop, and you go, ooh. You're like, oh, what happened? Strike 3 already? You know what I mean? So it's all mental. It's mental and physical. Now, another important part of pitching, it's not just your arm, it's your whole body. If this is, yay, and your arm should always be loose. If your arm feels like, stiff, you really shouldn't be throwing, or you didn't do your exercises that day. Your arm should always be loose. It should be able to do all kinds of funny stuff like this and not hurt. Now, if you can do that, that means you're nice and loose, and that means that you're ready to throw. Now, when pitching, you're going to want to know your legs are a big part of it. That's what's going to generate power. If I have my ball up here, I want to bring my leg up here. And when I bring my leg out, when I swing around, I'm already generating power, right? And I'm generating power, and there goes the ball. So what you're doing there is you're building up your potential energy, and when you release, you're letting it all go and putting all of your driving force into your body and letting it go. That is a very important part of pitching. So if you don't have strong legs, you kind of are screwed. Not saying that it's you're not going to be able to pitch, but you're going to have a really hard time if you don't have strong legs. So your legs are a very important part. Now, after we take care of our legs, you're going to want to know how to work your elbow. Now, different pitchers have different arm angles. My arm angle is I finish up here. I have a very high arm angle. Like, you can't see it right now, but my arm is almost at full extension when I bring it down, like that. There are some pitchers who their arm angle is out here. There are some who their arm angle is out here. There are even some who throw upwards. It's underhanded. Some of them throw. A big example of this, Cubs reliever Steve Cishek. He's a submarine pitcher, as they call him. He throws it, and he rises, and the ball, floats. It's hard to do if you don't... It's natural for them. It's just natural for them to throw that way. If it's not natural for you to do it, don't do it. Because then if you do it wrong, you're going to mess up your elbow. You're going to mess up your elbow, your wrist, your shoulder, everything. Pitching is all about being healthy, guys. If you are not healthy, you do not pitch. Even if you feel the slightest tightness in your elbow, shut it down, don't pitch. You say coach or manager or, maybe dad or grandpa or whatever, Uncle Stu, I don't know. Hey guys, my arm does not feel good today. It feels really tight. My elbow is just not working for me. I don't think I can pitch. I will guarantee you that most of the time they will say sit down because they don't want you to get hurt. Because if you don't feel safe, don't throw. Don't try to be the guy that toughs it out for 7 innings, 8 innings. Because all of a sudden, if you're halfway through the third, and then all of a sudden, eek, ow, and you drop the ball and you look like, a fool. You could have stopped this from happening earlier, okay? Now, sometimes this happens on the spot. This happened to Steven Strasburg, okay? Big example of him. He had Tommy John surgery about a year into his career after his rookie season. He pitched, held his arm, said, uh-oh, not good. Had Tommy John surgery. Hasn't thrown above 100 miles an hour since. He's done it only once. He had Tommy John surgery in 2011. In 8 years, he's only thrown 100 miles an hour once. Because he can't physically do it anymore. Not because he wasn't healthy, but because he wasn't careful. And he was throwing, and then, and down he goes, and he's benched for the season, So you gotta watch out for that stuff. You gotta know when to shut yourself down, and when to say, you know what, I'm gonna take a day off, go out tomorrow, and look my very best. Now I've talked about the basics. How to work your body, how to stay physically healthy. I want to talk about rules. Yes, pitching has rules. First of all, something called the pitcher's mound. draw it out in front of yourself right now. It's a piece of rubber or wood, depending on where you are, that sits square dead in the middle of the pitcher's mouth.